Hi guys. Hey, in the first part of this series, you seen us pull this piece of shit in here and try to turn it into something worth pulling. And this one, I went ahead and extended the video out. I don't want to make 3 videos out of this and keep dragging it on. So this will be, by the end of this video, we'll be pulling skidders and putting her through her paces and everything else. And it turned out looking really, really good. So if you ain't got enough patience to watch it to the end, just jump to the end. But here we are putting the ramps on, and we got her all going on here, and there's the tubes going on and whatnot, and there's a whole bunch of finish welding going on, and I don't know if I got all that on here or not. I know we missed some of the putting the stuff over the tires and everything, and putting all the crossbars on. This project was one drawn out son of a buck. We're gonna want to do another one these days, but I hope we wait till this, till I've slept long enough to forget how this one went before we do it.
It used to stop right here. You can see the yellow. It was Heister's, the model, or the brand. Used to stop right there. Of course, the back for tractors to get in it, because back in the 60s, the trucks was a little smaller. So, quite a few years ago, we cut the kingpin out of it right up in here. Can't quite see, but right in here is where the kingpin used to be. We moved it up there, lengthened the trailer out on this end just a little bit, and had an old leftover headache rack off one of the log trailers. It was a lost cause, and I saved it, put it up there. Got slip pockets for hauling one bunk in the center. Oh, and I got to change dollies yet. The dollies are junk. Let's see. So anyhow, had center point, no spring or nothing, just center point suspension, I guess you'd say. And it's a beaten piece of crap. So this was out of an old walking floor that we had. It was junk. As a Wilkins. Them son of a bucks were made to fail. But as a Wilkins walking floor, but we was broke. We had to do, the suspension was rotten out of it. So I'd forgot all this because it slept since then, but Mama said, take it. She said, I ain't got no budget. She said, make us a suspension. So I built this whole box to put on this walking floor and bolted it in. So it's simple shit. We went down there, just pulled it right out from under that walking floor, took the bolts out, and she dropped right out. A box van suspension's made for the weight to sit on top of it, but putting it on a Lowboy, it's a cantilever type of strain. So that's where I went to modifying all this to, battery's going dead. We went to modifying all this so it could take the strain from the front. So, and this was all rotten. This side had been bent down, all busted out underneath and leaned down for over 10 years. So we cut it all loose up there and pulled it up. Put new beams there, cut the whole thing off here, and then we made it solid. Crossbars matched the every other track pad of our 700H. We took the center section and raised it up since it's 10 foot wide. The deck's 10 foot wide up over the suspension. Running low pro 22.5s. So anyhow, then so the dozer can't slide off back or forth. And we got small single arch grapples. And even with that height there, single arch grapple can sit there and not hit the air valve down there. And this tube doubles as enough support to make that cantilevered style strain coming from the main frame to where it won't start, kinking up over the years from the weight. All air ride suspension. Every trailer made should be air ride suspension. We stepped down and left the center open. I'm gonna put license plate, 3 center lights, turn signal, or brakes. And then I got just enough room on each corner after I cut that shaft off at the right length to put a round signal for your signals. We got the helper springs on the ramps because the ramps weigh a freak ton. They're built heavy to where they're going to stand the test of time. So put helper springs on it. Let's see if I can raise it up with one hand. Oh baby! So you can pick it up with one hand. And that's a pretty good size ramp to be picking up with one hand. But I think our springs are going to eventually fail. We're going to have to redo them, get some heavier duty springs. Made a bumper stick out far enough to where you can push against it with a skidder and not hit the ramps. Even around a little corner, you can jack the corner of your blade in and give them a little sideways persuasion. Dropped us a Barden hook in there in the center. And just beefed all around as many different ways as I could to make sure this is a freaking overkill. I intend for my boys to be using this trailer someday. Just strip the running gear every so many years and put new floor under it, re-blast and paint it. She ought to last a lot of years. And for you Tiger Cat lovers, the dimensions under here is designed to, I think I got a foot left over for a 630C, but that would be the biggest tool that I think we would ever need. Now to do the finish welding, got another day of finish welding. Take it outside, blast her down, fit all my lights in there, get my license plate on, ready to go on. I'm going to paint. Prime it. I guess I'll sandblast. I was trying to get out of sandblasting, but I'm going to go ahead and break down sandblast and paint it. So that hurt. Okay. Okay, we got all the welding done. Went ahead and stripped the rest of the boards off of it. Blasted it. I didn't get any of the blasting. We've been in production mode. Things have been rocking and rolling, and I ain't been doing much video updateification. But we're done, I think. I think we're red eye for paint. So I'm gonna start priming. I'm gonna throw some primer on. I'm gonna throw 2 coats of paint on, thick coats. We'll get her glazed over pretty good when we get done. Alright, it's Christmas Eve, early in the morning. I figured I'd come in here and I'd paint this sumbitch while nobody's working. So that way everybody ain't breathing a bunch of fumes and shit that I'm putting off. So today we got some of the flat semi-gloss black that we didn't use on the house project. And then I got some gloss black that's older than dirt. Let me get to the gloss black here. I usually got a bunch of paint to keep around for projects, but the gloss black ain't exactly in the best shape, so I'm gonna have to dig that out and peel that off and shween it. And let's see what else we got. Medium reducer, we got hardener, and I got a good 5-gallon can of, what the hell is that? That must be a good can. See, I do some paint mixing when I usually paint, because I got some different scenarios. Yeah, there's this, that's semi-gloss, ain't it? Yeah, semi-gloss. So I'm gonna take this semi-gloss, and I'm gonna take this gloss over here, and here's another half-used bucket of gloss, and I'll mix them all together and make a damn near gloss. How's that? I'll probably mix up a batch of heavy to semi-gloss and do the bottom and stuff, or can't nobody see anyways. And then after I move up on top, I'll start mixing the semi-gloss and the gloss together. And hopefully when we get done, what everybody will see is a glossy looking Lowboy. Okay, I got my first pot in. Been working on the bottom. Oh, baby. You can't really see real good under here, the lighting stuff, but hitting everything I can from the bottom. Got 2.5 gallon on. Made it to here. Got the second pot mix, let my hardener sweat in. And I've been blending 3/4 of a gallon of semi-gloss to gallon and some change of gloss. And then this second pot, I've switched to where the gloss is a little over half and the semi-gloss is under half. And then I'm going to finish, I'm up to, my line's up to here, but I got them 3 sections over there done. And then on this one, I'll come back and hit this bad boy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be blending, still going to be hiding most of the paint I'm putting on of this pot. So I went ahead and put some more. Now the last 2 pots, I cracked open this old bucket right here, but I still got, see there, I still got a hard top on it. I'm gonna try to get it to where it equals out. I guess I am pretty much equal. I'm putting just a little bit more gloss than semi-gloss. The hardener is what really makes the gloss pop. So, and that's the key. And I'm getting plenty hardener in. I've out about 5 gallons of paint. I think I've used almost a full thing of hardener there. So it ought to still have enough gloss to pop. Second pot on. Made it up to there. Third pot sweating in. We got 5 gallons on so far. I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna start on the back side of the headache rack. I'm gonna set that ladder up. Start the back side of the headache rack. Start spraying, stand on top, bring myself out in this hole right here. And then we'll start on the easy. Okay, third coat. That put it up to, let's see, be a little over 7 gallons so far. Fourth pot through it, and I think I come up with the figure that's about 9 gallons. So I put, I think like 11 gallon of primer on it and 9 gallon of paint. And yeah, I got some runners, I got some drippage. I don't give two shits. Here at the old timber harvest, we go with RPI instead of mill thickness. That's run per inch. And the luster ought to stay good for a long time because I got plenty of hardener. Oh, speaking of which, I need to get the air out of my hardener jug, or else that son of a bitch will seize up. Although I'm gonna be doing trailers all winter, so the chances of broke my old chain of thought, which ain't very much of a chain. But yeah, okay, now, okay, this is Christmas Eve. It's noon 30, and I'm going to give her Christmas Day to dry, and then the day after Christmas, we'll come in, I'll tape it, start putting boards on. What else? Oh, run electricity. I'm probably going to put a red light back here somewhere that you can see from the outside. So I'm going to drill that in. And I'm going to mount the air dump. I'd say right in here where it's kind of protected. It's going to be a little button you pull and it'll be all protected in there. Blow out a gator going down the road or something silly like that, it'll not tear it up. Because it'll be somewhat protected. And there's the lights we're going to use in the ass of it. Where is that valvage? I ain't seen it. I'll show you my valve. And I'll have to figure out what the ports do. You'll pull some bitch when you want to dump it. And you push it back in, it'll air it back. Air back up. Pull the button. Okay, I don't know. I'm the kind of guy I gotta have windshield wipers on the inside of the windshield for going. Here she be, boys. Done up right and pretty. Brand new landing gear. New wiring. New tires. The brakes and the suspension components is already new. All the lights and everything looks pretty and good. Man, I pulled it up here and I ran through a few chug holes and you can't feel nothing from the truck. It just rides smooth as glass. Of course, with that ass weight back here in the air ride, I mean, it's smooth empty. It's just as smooth empty as it would be a loaded, you know. And then her dump's hooked up. Of course, I dumped it the other day. There it is. Man, that is sweet. About 6 inches of drop. Put you down on the ground. All the wiring's ran. Everything's zip tied down. I did leave this up in the open for easy access to work on. But with the way our company runs, I don't think I'll turn into an issue as far as tearing up hoses and stuff. But everything's zippy tied and held up tight and rigid. Everything's held under here real good because I figure it's going to be mining some dirt eventually somewhere. And them little lights, I love them little boogers. Little LED guys. And there's their aluminum stakes for the pockets. Got them at Burnett's Welding. Of course, them are old. And there's what we throw down. We haul a bunch of logs back. All the chains and binders all sorted out. So we're ready to go get some equipment. Ricky P's gonna break the cherry on this thing, I guess. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. Until we got that cutting machine in there, the skidder's got to go up on that loader. Lowboy, you want to load it up and go up? Down here, you put it over here? No. So what the hell they building for? Well, it'd be nice to let the paint get a little harder before we throw all that freaking ass chain stuff on there.
So if you want, I'll help you load up. You want to load that up real quick?
Yeah, I want to brag on these chains. Damn, look at it go.
Oh!
I better shut this off on my phone.
It was pretty good until some dumb ass painted it on there. You know, I was out there for beach the other day. I had to go get a hammer to break them loose.
Somebody moved in the day after I painted them and scratched the paint up, and it don't matter. It's all gonna be scratched all the hell.
I was screaming like a motherfucker.
You screaming? Was you screaming?
They still hang up a little bit.
We don't look bad from the ground as far as the when you come up on it. What?
You see that bag go. It's a little slow about that, but it ain't bad.
Well, it's going from nothing to a loaded trailer raise. You know, like when you grab a dropping hook or something, it takes a while too, don't it, when you're fully loaded?
Yeah. You can't tell us back there now.
Oh, it's
There's a trailer back there.
God, we should have done this years ago. Probably not, because we wouldn't have had the budget. You know what I mean? We'd have dicked it up instead of doing it this way. Man, I can't get over how good she looks. Back up, mommy!
Thanks everybody for watching. Leave me likes and comments, and all new subscribers, thanks for subscribing. Later, guys.